After learning a bit more about how rare and how expensive Iron 4 accounts are, you're probably either someone who's going to sell this account in the very near future, or someone who bought this account for an exceedingly high price considering it's in Iron 4. You're either someone that is doing it by hand or running a bunch of bots to D-rank an account to get it to Iron 4 so that you can sell it. Yeah, weirdly enough, there's an entire marketplace. Like, you can go watch other videos on this, because I'm not going to explain it here, because this is not what this video is about, and you should go watch other videos about it. But, like, seriously, there's an entire marketplace to buy Iron 4 accounts, which makes no sense. I get they're just as rare as Challenger accounts, but they're not as prestigious as Challenger accounts. You just don't exist. Let's be honest, the entirety of Iron was artificially created by Riot to make sure that bronze players didn't feel bad about themselves because, hey, at least I'm not Iron 4, right? When in all reality, the actual percentage of population of people that are in Iron is so low that it might as well have just never been created in the first place. Let's face it, you're not that good at the game. You're in bronze for a reason, and unfortunately that reason is that you're just not good at the game. Either that or you just don't play the game very often, but what it does mean is that you have the most room for improvement, so that's an upside, I guess. Surprisingly enough, Silver 4 starts a trend in the League of Legends community where the ego just goes through the fucking roof. Because, oh, I'm not bronze anymore, I'm silver, even though you are at the very cusp of not being silver anymore. Silver 3 to 1 is actually a pretty chill place. Sure, you have your fair share of assholes, but it's probably the most chill elo that I ever experienced, so good for you guys. Gold 4 follows the same trend as Silver 4. Yeah, you're all just a bunch of assholes with massive egos. It's really hard to say why you think that you're so much better even than people who are a higher rank than you, but for some reason when you hit a 4 in the number that your rank is next to, you think you are a god. Surprisingly enough, Gold 3 and 2 are actually more toxic than Gold 4. The reason for this is that they think that they are getting a lot better at the game and they think that they understand the game, but by God, they don't know how much further they need to go before they even grasp basic concepts of the game. You have the highest population of toxic people in the entire game. Because Gold is one of the most populated elos, and Gold 1 is one of those elos where people are like, ooh, I'm so close, I can do it, I'm gonna be the best, I'm gonna be the best, I'm gonna be the best. They all think that they're just going to be the next Faker, they're gonna be the next Bjergsen, they're gonna be the next whatever your favorite pro player is, but guess what? You're not. Plat 4 and Plat 3 are where people start to actually develop hands and actually start looking at the minimap, so the level of toxicity there also rises because they start thinking that they are the greatest thing that has ever graced the entirety of Earth. I don't know how, but somehow you guys have transcended what it means to have an ego. Plat 2 is in this really weird little spot where you're not necessarily the most toxic people in Platinum, but you're not necessarily the best people in terms of hands, in terms of gameplay knowledge, or in terms of anything. You're kind of just an enigma that I don't think anyone really knows that much about because Plat 2 is such a weird little elo. Plat 1 and Diamond 4 might as well be the exact same elo because the people that populate them are the exact same. They have massive egos, and if you say anything that may be even construed slightly as a fault against them, they will run it down, they will AFK, they will make the rest of the game miserable if you even attempt to blue ping them once, because don't you know, they are the god of League of Legends. Diamond 3 and Diamond 2 are where people actually start getting a sense of looking at their minimap, understanding what rotations are, and a whole host of other macro game properties that you just don't get in the lower elos. Unfortunately, it means that now that they're learning this, they think that they're better than everyone else because everyone else clearly has no idea what any of this stuff is. Diamond 1 may as well take the cake for being actual elo hell. It is the place within all of League of Legends that is the hardest to climb out of. People will rage at you for blue pinging them. People will make sure that you lose your masters to promos just because they don't like the skin that you're wearing. People will literally do everything it takes to make sure that you don't get out of there and you're stuck there with them for the rest of eternity because they can't stand the idea of someone else being slightly better than they are. Master Tier might as well be the place where hopes and dreams go to die. You get there and immediately think, oh boy, everyone here is going to be so good. I mean, I'm here with the masters of League of Legends. I'm no longer constrained by promos. I'm no longer constrained by anything. Oh man, this is gonna be such a wonderful time. And then you start playing a few games and you realize that everyone there makes the exact same mistakes that everyone below them made. Everyone there is just as toxic as everyone below them was, and they're just the same type of people that everyone else in League of Legends was. Grandmaster players have to take the cake for having the most ego out of everyone in League of Legends. I mean this seriously. Grandmaster players are the type of people to legitimately go and smurf in Diamond 4 games because they know that they're not good enough to get to Challenger, and then complain that their team isn't listening to them when they're named to something like hate my team, 4 pigs on my team, Ivern's tits, I don't know, something like that. And then they have the audacity to think, oh man, why are these people not treating me with the respect and amazingness that I deserve? I'm a Grandmaster player. I'm the special boy of League of Legends. When they're treating their entire team as if they're not humans from Champion Select. You're either a streamer or you're a pro player, and if you're not, you really need to reevaluate how much time you have legitimately put into this game. Because the fact of the matter is, it takes thousands upon thousands of hours to reach Challenger tier. And if you have not even attempted to build up your brand when you are one of the top 300 players in your region, that's just on you, buddy.